Hello, once again, Raiders, Traitors. What the? Carly, get your fucking cow off the roof. Anyway, hello, once again, Raiders, Traitors, Scabbers, and everything in between. I'm Follower Toshi, and welcome back to Fallout 4. So we're back here in Sanctuary. It's coming along slowly but surely. I got a little concrete building over there that is going to be, power substation once I can get power going up around here. But for right now, we're gonna be talking to our companions, checking in with them, seeing how they're doing. There's been a few of them to be like, hey, I want to talk to you about some stuff. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff. Dance.
You want to have that talk now?
Yeah, let's talk with you first. How's it going in Dance Town? Does it have anything to do with the Brotherhood?
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air.
Okay.
I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair.
A little.
And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
Yeah? Are you worried that I'm gonna quit?
No. I just felt it was the right thing to do.
That's
when
fair.
I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with.
He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the
Nice.
moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
Did you ever ask him why?
I'd considered it, but unfortunately, I never had the chance.
Aw.
After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base.
Oh.
The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death, well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
I wonder if that means that that Dance was a newly promoted Paladin when the final DLC for Fallout 3 dropped. Because in the last DLC, you actually went and assaulted Adams Air Force Base. I can't remember the name of the DLC, but it was a pretty good one. Oh, hey, look, there's Lou. Hey, Lou. What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
Back in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of rebels who called themselves the Enclave. They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post, which was ultimately successful, but costly. Quite a few soldiers died in that battle, and Paladin Krieg was among them. He made his mark on history. And whether you choose to believe it or not, you have the potential to do the same.
Badass. Wonder if he was an actual character. I don't remember that. I'm flattered that you have that much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Hey, everybody! Dan...
Would it be possible to speak off the record for a moment?
Again? Okay. Off the record? That's not like you, Dance.
Which is why this is going to be difficult to say. So I'd appreciate it if you bear with me.
All right.
When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some serious reservations about it.
You
Despite
promoted
all
me.
that, this has
You
turned out
vouched
to
for
be
me.
a
What are you
rewarding
talking about?
experience for both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier that you don't already know. It's
Nice.
apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep those ideals close to your heart.
Something like that. You're beating around the bush. Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Is it that obvious?
Yeah.
I've never been very good at these things. Let me start at the beginning.
I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap.
Uh-huh.
When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand.
While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble.
When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
Okay. Rivet City. Must be post now. Okay. I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling junk.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had to offer, there was no comparison. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op.
Uh-oh.
It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble a squad and search for him. It took almost 3 weeks, but we tracked his team down to a super mutant hive.
Uh-huh.
Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been so lucky.
Whoa.
The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to. It was my duty to put him down.
Are you sure there wasn't anything you could do to change him back?
The FEV effect is irreversible. There was nothing anyone could do.
Well, I mean, that remains to be seen as far as Virgil's concerned, so we'll figure that out. You did what the Brotherhood taught you.
Then you understand why it had to be done. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. Hell, some were even downright heroic.
Epic.
But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like Cutler was. Until now. It's
Is
a
it me?
good feeling,
He likes
but it
me.
frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you.
It
I
does.
don't want to go through that again.
Flirt. Well, there goes my dream of being reborn as a super mutant.
Glad to have changed your mind.
I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds, I completely understand.
Whatever the case may be, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen.
Yeah, no problem, bro. Did you have anything else?
You need to talk? People in the Brotherhood are looking up
Nope.
to you.
We're good. Okay. Nothing
Not
else.
a problem.
Since you're right behind me, Deacon,
What is it?
what's up?
I'd still like to talk, if you're interested.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
I'm used to flying solo, but I got to admit, working with you makes me think I've been missing out. Having someone watching your back is refreshing, especially since you never know when the Institute is watching.
That cow's real annoying. You've never had a partner?
Not for a long time. Besides, partnering up in the railroad can leave you vulnerable. One more person who can finger you to the Institute.
Whoa.
Some people at HQ are jealous. You took the big nap and everyone you knew is long gone. Now,
Wait, what?
Hear me out on the silver lining. If a human in the railroad slips up, then they expose friends and loved ones to danger. You're safe from that.
Why would the people they care about be in well, I mean, that's pretty obvious. Well, I guess I'm a little lucky then.
What's done is done, and the upshot is you're in a position where you can act openly. If you go to ground, there's little the coursers can do about it. It doesn't matter much to me. I'm a synth. At least that's what they tell me. So I really don't have anything to lose. For Glory and me and the others, it's easier to dedicate ourselves to the cause.
Wait, what? You're a synth?
I don't like talking about it. I was one of the first synths they did the whole cranium reboot on, so it was a bit of a botched job. Most synths have fun fake memories, a happy home, a family. Me, I got nothing. And that, well, it does something to you. Since we're traveling together, I want you to take this. It's my recall code. If you ever need to know something about the Institute, read it to me.
What? If you expect me to believe that, I want proof.
All right, you got me. No fooling you, huh? Don't take it personally.
You
I
tricked,
lie to
tried to
everyone.
trick me.
Maybe I'm just another human that has people back home he wants to protect. Then again, maybe not.
Is that really why you'd lie to me?
I'm supposed to be showing you the ropes in the railroad. So let's just say this is lesson, well, whatever number we're at. That
Okay.
code I gave you is a hard truth. You can't trust everyone. Even if someone sounds sincere, they could be a synth replacement working for the Institute. The bitch of the problem is recognizing the 90% of the time someone's on the up and up and the 10% of the time you're being played.
It's definitely fair.
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just that. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. You founded the railroad?
Sure. Me and Johnny D and Watts. Hell, that was over 60, 70 years ago. After a while, you lose count. I tell everyone I get the occasional face change to stay anonymous. Truth is, it takes a lot of work to keep this mug handsome. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good, saved a lot of sins. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
60, 70 years ago. That'd make you old as hell. You've lied to me at least once. This is just more of the same.
Yeah, you got me. But you're gonna hear the same sort of lies elsewhere.
You
There's
trickster.
other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're gonna spoon feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're gonna pay for it.
So what's the railroad's deal?
We're not about saving the world. Too big a job for too few. But we're trying to make it a better one. 1 cent at a time. And care about the little guys. Maybe lend a hand on the side. Not as much as some would like, but hey, it's something. But the real question is, what do you think of us? And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
It's fair. It's definitely fair. Hancock, you sauntered up to me like a well-dressed son of a bitch. What's your deal? No, Teddy, not you.
Shoot.
What's up?
Hey, when you got time, I got something I still need you to hear.
All right. Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Better than that. This is just tricky. It's just
Okay.
being out here with you, it's made me realize most of my life to this point, I've been running out on the good things I got. I skipped out on my family, my life in Diamond City, took up with you just to get out of Good Neighbor. Hell, running from myself is what made me into a damn ghoul. But being here with you for the first time in my life, things have just felt right. And running is the furthest thing from my mind. I mean, I left Good Neighbor thinking I was gonna just sharpen up the old killer instinct. But whether it's fate, or destiny, or just goddamn coincidence, I ended up with someone like you. I
Hell
turned
yeah.
one of the nastiest settlements in the Commonwealth into a refuge for the lost. I thought I'd done something I could hang my hat on. But being out here with you, it's made me realize just how small time I'd been thinking. And that maybe all my running from my life, myself, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing after all.
Running from yourself? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't always look this good. The drug that did this to me, that made me a ghoul, I knew what it was going to do. I just couldn't stand looking at the bastard I saw in the mirror anymore. The coward who'd let all those ghouls from Diamond City die. Who was too scared to protect his fellow drifters from Vic and his boys. If I took it, I'd never have to look at him again. I could put that all behind me. I'd be free. Didn't seem like a choice at all. Turns out it was just me running from something else in my life.
Nah, I mean, don't beat yourself up too bad. You may have to run, but you always ran for a reason, Hancock.
Been trying to convince myself of that for a long time. But hearing that coming from someone like you, I don't know if you understand what that means to me. So let me get to the point. Throwing in with you has been the best decision I've ever made. It's like I found a part of myself I never realized was missing, which happens sometimes when you're a ghoul.
Like
If
your
I
body
hadn't
parts
taken
falling
up
off.
with you, I'd probably be in a gutter somewhere, getting gnawed on by radroaches.
Ugh.
You have been one hell of a friend.
Badass. I know the feeling. You're a damn fine man, Hancock, and I'm lucky to have you at my back.
And God help any of them who get in our way. Well, I know I could stand to listen about how wonderful I am for the rest of my days, but it's probably worth us hitting the road. Thanks for hearing me out, friend.
Buddy boy. Aha! Having reached the highest level of affinity with Hancock, you have gained the Isotoped perk. Cool. Hancock, as much fun as it's been riding together, I'm afraid this is going to be
Just say the
end of
word.
the road.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Thanks for the drugs, bud, but it's time we split ways.
Yes, all good things gotta end. I'll head home. You come find me when you decide you need some more trouble in your life.
Definitely. And cancel, and now he should be heading back to Good Neighbor. Which is good. You have done a great deed and have been of great service, Hancock. Goodbye, most noblest of souls. Oh wait, you have shit on you. I need it. Dance, you had something else to say. What did you want?
If you have the time to talk now, I'd still like to know what you think about Scribe Halen.
Why? Is something wrong with her?
That's a shame. Perhaps you should spend more time working with her then. She's a model soldier. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe.
I think I hit the wrong button.
I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
Oh, this isn't like you, Dance. What? Are you gonna tell me what all this is about? Wait, is her heart beating under all that armor after all?
I suppose I deserve that.
Ah,
I just don't normally find these discussions easy to handle, so I try to avoid them at all costs.
fair.
The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
I mean, she seems like she can handle herself. Why are you worried?
Helen is a model scribe. This has nothing to do with her capabilities in the field. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders.
Ooh.
Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Damn. Are you asking me whether or not I approve?
Of course not. I stand by every order I've ever given. That soldier was gravely wounded. Even if, by some miracle, he happened to survive, he would have been paralyzed for life.
Oh, shit.
But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it
Aw,
hit me.
she like you, bro.
Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her. And for that matter, everyone under my command.
Come on, Dance. What is it you're really worried about here?
I don't know. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I believe in you? Probably not. I'm garbage. The way you held Halen tells me you care about them, and they care about you.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Well, looks like things have taken a turn.
Plot twist!
I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today.
Aha.
All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen.
Sure
It's
did.
comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
I'm here for you anytime you need me, Dance.
Good. I may take you up on that someday.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
Epic. Hey, Kiri. How's it going, babe?
Tell me you must have time now.
Always got time for you, baby. I can think of better things to get excited about.
Oh, that's so... No, I will not let you derail me.
Ah.
I beg to become a synth for a reason. For science.
Science!
To be able to make real progress in studying the medical arts.
Yeah?
I have had a breakthrough. Using a new strain of mute fruit, I have discovered a way to greatly improve the restorative properties of stimpaks.
Ooh.
I realize this is not earth-shaking, but it means that inspiration does exist.
Hell yeah. How did you discover that?
Mute fruit has a particular sugar compound that stimulates platelet production and can close wounds.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, the plant, when grown in the wild, is irradiated and develops natural toxins to ward off pests.
Right.
Strain 17 has been genetically bred in sterile conditions to remove both problems. The new pure sugar is already offering promise.
Nice. Sounds useful. I know it wasn't easy, but you did it.
I find my head full of notions. Experiments. Many will fail, but maybe I will make more discoveries.
Damn
and you've
straight.
given me this capacity. And beyond that, so much more. The world is full of life, possibilities. You are very dear to me. My close friend. And I hope I can return the many favors you have given me.
Epic. Oop, autosaving. What we have between us is deeper than friendship.
My very first thought in all this excitement was I must tell you. It wouldn't feel real until I shared it with you. You know, you mean very much. Oh, I am so terrible at this.
What were you gonna say?
I am afraid to say anything more. I feel a coward.
Aw, don't feel a coward. It's okay. You mean a lot to me, too.
I dared not hope. When we're apart, I guess and second guess. I should be only thinking about this achievement. Instead, my thoughts, they linger on you.
I love you, Kiri.
And I love you.
Yay. You have reached the highest level of affinity with Kiri and have gained the Combat Medic perk.
The world seems so very bright, and I cannot wait to see what becomes of this.
And now she's my girlfriend. Hug. Okay, let's see.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Yeah, that'll do it. Hey, McCready.
Hey, I never got a chance to properly thank you for helping me take out Winlock and Barnes.
No problem, dude. So we're done with the gunners?
Definitely. With those two clowns taking a dirt nap, I'm pretty sure the gunners heard my message loud and clear.
Hell
Couldn't
yeah.
have done it without your help. You stuck your neck out for me. I don't forget things like that.
Stopping yourself from cursing again? Oh, yeah. You ought to try cursing once in a while. It's good for the soul.
Oh, believe me. I know. It's not about you, it's about a promise I made. When I left the capital wasteland, I didn't just leave little Lamplight behind. I left my family behind.
Uh-oh.
A beautiful wife named Lucy, and a son we named Duncan.
Aw.
He's the one I made my promise to. The promise to clean up my act and to be a better person. I guess that sounds pretty stupid coming from a guy who shoots people for a living.
Well, I mean, whatever. How could you leave them behind like that? Nah, you must have had a good reason to leave them behind.
That's what I keep telling myself. My son, he's sick. I don't know what's wrong with him. One day he's playing out in the fields behind our farm. The next he took a fever and these blue boils popped up all over his body.
Uh-oh.
Last I saw, he was almost too weak to walk. I didn't dare ask him to come with me.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, I don't know how much longer he's going to last.
Shit, dude, there must be something we can do.
I was hoping he'd say that. A few months before we met, I bumped into a guy named Sinclair who claimed his buddy caught some kind of disease. I thought he was wasting my time until he said his partner broke out in blue boils.
Oh.
I dug up information about a cure at a place called MedTech Research. They even managed to grab the building's lockdown security codes.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Sinclair's buddy died before they were able to break into the facility. I mean, there's no way that's a coincidence, right? MedTech has to be the place.
I mean, it seems like it. Can you trust this Sinclair guy?
To be honest, I don't know him from Adam. But he brought up the blue boils and the sickness his partner suffered from. There's no way that's a coincidence. Or a trap. Wouldn't make any sense. If Sinclair says MedTech research is the place,
checks out.
That's where we need to go. Otherwise, I've got nothing else.
Makes sense. I mean, don't give up hope, bud. There's a cure, we'll find it.
Thanks, partner. I'll put
Hell
MedTech research on your map. When you're ready, just take us out there. I have all the codes we need to get through their security. What you're doing. No one's ever cared that much about me before, even if it takes me the rest of my life. I'll repay this debt to you. I swear it.
No problem, bud. All right, looks like we got a mission coming up. We gotta save McCready's kid, and I think we're just the group of jackasses to do it. Maybe. Anyway, for right now, though, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Definitely helps me out a lot. Follow me on Twitter, @FollowerToshi, and do make sure to follow me on Twitch, FollowerToshi. See my live streams every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For the time being, though, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you out there in the wasteland.
Or never change.